the King, it started on January 17. He was treated for an enlarged prostate. Weeks later, the palace confirmed the monarch had cancer.
Breaking news from the United Kingdom. Buckingham Palace has this morning announced King Charles has been diagnosed with a form of cancer.
In recent weeks, I have been most deeply touched by your wonderfully kind and thoughtful good wishes for my health, and in return, can only continue to serve you to the best of my ability throughout the Commonwealth. My belief in our shared endeavours and in the potential of our people remains as sure and strong as it has ever been.
It was a cruel blow for Charles, still not even a year into his reign as king, a role he'd waited his entire life for.
He was the longest-serving heir apparent in British history up until his accession. He did tremendous things in his time as Prince of Wales, things for which he will long be remembered. He has been very, very cautious, very strategic, very respectful in terms of taking over that role from his mother.
Queen Elizabeth, his inspiring mother, an impossible act to follow, her steadying influence through the decades, keeping the family and Commonwealth together. Her death was the end of the Elizabethan era and the start of a new one with Charles as king. He's crowning a global event as he became the oldest living monarch to take the throne at the age of 74.
God save the King!
God save the King!
But not even 12 months later, his reign still in its infancy, the new king facing a personal crisis in the full glare of public scrutiny. The royal household under pressure like never before.
Coming so early in his reign as well does seem particularly cruel. Now he's starting to really get into the role, making it his own, and in a sense he's been sidelined. But I think there's been tremendous sympathy from people across the UK. They feel terribly for what it is that he's going through.
We're missing the two big stars of the show, the King and the Princess of Wales, and I think their absence is being felt acutely indeed.
There's no question, however, that in the short term, this puts tremendous pressure on the senior royals who are carrying out royal duties, on Queen Camilla, who has been doing a good deal, and most particularly on Prince William.
The monarchy is in a very interesting place that it's not been in a long time. There's been many crises over the centuries and years. They'll get through this. It's just an absolute car crash, everything that's happened to them in the last 5 years. It is extraordinary. It's really unprecedented times. This is definitely unprecedented times where the future is completely uncertain as to how it's going to pan out, sadly.
How much does the palace need Princess Kate back in action? We know that she's a very popular member of the royal family. The public love her. How big of an asset is she?
Princess Kate is the jewel in the crown of the royal family. Let me put it this way. I think William alone obviously carries a good deal of weight, but I think when he's with Catherine, they act as a couple, they interact so well.